Hello and welcome to another Goldcrest Drag. Today we're going to be testing out a couple of Lizard Road Rage cars, one of which is done to be kind of like a Shelby-esque Mustang, which is the one in the foreground that we have in the blue and white. These are two different mods, so they have slightly different stats, so we'll look at them both. The links and details for both of them will be in the description of the video, along with their times. So as per usual with our little Goldcrest Drag Race episodes, we basically take a car mod or a couple of car mods and we take them on the long highway stretch that runs through Goldcrest Valley and see how fast they can do it. That is basically the gist of it. We have, I say, two different mods, essentially around the same car. So the Lizard Road Rage, I think, is a Giant's vehicle, and people have taken that and made it slightly better. And what we have here are two variants of that. One is, I say, a Shelby-esque Mustang type, and the other one is a kind of lights version, so there's got more lights on it. For instance, so you can see in the background it's got a couple of lights on the grille, and it's got a flashing light on the roof, and so on. They're both color customizable, so let's take a look at what we've got. So we'll take a look at this one, the £89,000 Road Rage, which is actually the one that's in black and red on the out on the forecourt here. This one is a £70 a day service charge. It's a 306 HP, 225 kilowatt engine power. It is 50 litres and does 99 miles per hour. Just to kind of look at some of the options on it, obviously we have just got the colours. So you can change any main colour you like. This is essentially the main body. The rim colours are the rims. The design is the stripes. So you've got standard is plain. You've got two stripes, which is the twin GT stripes, which you have on the one in the foreground, and then a single stripe on the one at the back. And then the design colour is for the colour of the stripe. So that is the options on this vehicle. And let's take a look at the other one. So the other one's slightly different. This one is a £70 a day cost, again same sort of price, but we have a 750 horsepower 522 kilowatt engine, 50 litres of fuel, and 155 mile an hour top speed. And again, the options for the purchase are pretty much the same as that of the previous edition. So these are the two. We're going to race both of them because essentially one is badged as the Shelby, and if we just take a look around, we can see if you just scratch down on the wheels, you've got the Shelby GT 500 logos on the wheel hubs. If we take a look at the back, whereas the one there on the right has the RR Road Rage badges, this one here has the Shelby GT 500. So we'll actually be saying on the description, this is the GT 500, the Shelby variant, and this is the standard Road Rage variant. So we are actually testing two variants of the same car and giving them a little bit of uniqueness. So we're going to go with the Shelby last, and we're going to take out the black GT first. So let's get in the car and take it to the starting block. So here we are on the Goldcrest Valley map. We have the road closed specifically for us to race our cars down it. As we have been doing with all the others, what we will do is we'll set up at the end here. We will have the GPS mod used to help us line up at the beginning. We will, however, not be using GPS mod to race with, because GPS mod doesn't like high speed for unknown reasons. Let's turn on the HUD so we can see what we're doing. and we can see the speed and everything else. Let's get GPS mod lined up into the middle of the road, turn that on, and then bring it back up and let GPS mod straighten me up. I'm just going to reverse a little bit. Okay. So let's take a look inside. This is the road rage sort of standard. I think it's actually faster than the stock road rage, but let's take a look inside anyway. So it's quite a straightforward interior, just of a kind of a brown interior. It's got a speaker, it's got dials. I think the speedos work, and the road rage logo in the middle. And okay, so let's turn off the GPS so we are straight. And we are set to go. All we need now is a stop clock and reset that. And we are going with the road rage first. So the road rage standard essentially. And we're going to note down the speed and let's have a go. So we're going to do the start in the cockpit and then we will split out once we get underway. Let me get set. So on 3, 2, 1, go. And off we go as we kind of ramp up the speed. Speedo actually kind of sort of works. We're going to have to start correcting because we are drifting to the left. We are going 101 mph, so that's actually faster than the 99 it actually badges as saying it can do. So we're doing quite well. It's going to post a fairly respectable time. It's a 45.78 seconds. That is actually really good. That is really good compared to, I think, the Ferraris that we did in the other episodes. Let me just check my notes. The Ferraris did 46 seconds, was their fastest one. So this has beaten the Ferrari 458 Italias. This has literally beaten the Ferraris, the kind of stock lizard road car. So I'm hoping the Shelby GT variant will actually outperform those two. So we're into the new one, and let's give that one a go as well. So we've done this in a kind of classic Ford white and white stripe kind of look, although we could have chosen anything. This is the classic blue Mustang Shelby color. The other option is you have the colors reversed, blue stripes and a white background. I just remember seeing this. In fact, strangely enough, I actually have a picture of it used to be in the garage of the apartment block that I live in. A guy used to own a GT500 Shelby in blue and white that was basically living here. So he has sold that car and moved on. He now has something else. However, I just remember seeing that one morning in the garage below my apartment and thinking that is awesome. So let's get this guy backed up. Get him set. So he's actually done quite a nice job there. You've even got the actual original RR logo is actually there hidden behind, but it's imposed the SVT Ford logo onto the front there, but it still looks pretty cool. So let's take a look inside and have a look, see if the cockpit's any different. The cockpit has the Shelby logo on the steering wheel. Everything else is pretty much the same. There's nothing really any changes there, so it is essentially just changing the badges and tweaking the stats. But this is a tweaked stat vehicle. It has a significant uplift in power from the previous version. So let's turn off GPS mod and let's get ready to race. So this is the GT 500 version of the road rage. We're going to call this a Shelby GT 500 on the actual leaderboard, but essentially it is a road rage which has been kind of tweaked to look a little bit different and have different power and so on. So without any further ado, we are going to race. So in 3, 2, 1, go, and off we go. We're going a lot quicker off the block. Don't seem to be drifting as much. We have actually wow, we are going significantly quicker, and we're actually going really straight. This is a pretty good run. We are probably going to beat a couple of other cars here. 32.11 seconds for that run. That was a pretty impressive time for the GT 500 Shelby lookalike. That was an impressive set of runs that we did there. Woohoo! In fact, let's just sort of kind of just make a note of that time before we move on and finish up this session. But effectively, that is actually beaten the i8. It hasn't beaten the Bugattis, but it's beaten all the Ferraris and the yellow R8. It hasn't beaten the i8 BMW. It hasn't beaten the R8 Spyder Starlight that is currently top of the leaderboard, but it has literally made a great showing. So let's get this back to the lot and let's finish up. So with that, here we are back on the lot with our two cars. The Lizard Road Rage models that have been essentially tweaked to make them look like Mustangs in some form. We have the one which is the Shelby GT 500, which has posted a very respectable time on our track. The standard road rage at an actual pretty respectable time too, beating out the Ferraris. And then we have our we've got even got the police cars. The police car that we basically just reviewed as well, in a previous episode. That one literally posted a 57. So literally both these cars will leave that car in a pool of its own oil. So with that, the details for the downloads for these two mods will be in the description if you want to download them and try them out yourself. And if you like the video and like this little series that I'm doing, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you everyone and goodbye.